Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy CGOD back again, bringing you guys another audio video today. So basically, obviously, you know, if you read the title, we're going to be finding out whether this pre-built enclosure that came with the SCAR subs is good enough, you know, like decent, or if we've been wasting our time running that and we now have this color creations box from a builder out of Oklahoma. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I did indeed buy it secondhand, but they were built for the SCAR VXF, I think it is, so it's like a slightly higher tier than these EVLs that I have. However, they call for 2 foot of airspace per each one, or both the subs call for equal amount of airspace. The only difference is the port length is different, which I don't really know, or you know what I mean. Worst comes to worst, obviously it's not going to be 100% perfect, but it was built for 2 SCAR VXFs in the back of a Tahoe. So this is essentially what it is. Now, as you can tell, the box itself is much larger, and we're going to be able to have our subs up and our port back, which is the style that I was wanting. But it basically looks like this box is like a toy, you know what I mean? So I got this longer speaker wire to be able to connect the subs inside, and I don't plan to run them inverted anymore, you know what I mean? Because I was just trying to squeeze out maximum airspace. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and test the subs in this enclosure, and after we run a couple demos, you know, we'll get it like from inside, from outside, you know, see what it sounds like, how it's beating, how much air it's moving. We'll do a similar test after we swap the subs over and see if our new enclosure outperforms the pre-built SCAR enclosure. So let me get to it. Alright, so for the first test of being inside, it's going to be like 20 hertz to 60 hertz or something like that is what we're going to run. It's basically just like a test tone so we don't get copyrighted. So let's get it. Yeah, so about 50 to 55 hertz, it like completely falls off, but it does do pretty well between like 30 to like 45. So I mean, I don't know, the subs not even hot or nothing, and low-key I've been bumping a whole bunch of different ones trying to find a good like test tune. So let's do the same thing from outside. Alright, so same volume, same deal. Just now we're going to do it from outside. And obviously the truck is running. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it starts to fall off, but nothing too major. We'll do a similar test after we swap to the new box now, alright? Alright, so as it would appear, the bolt pattern of the VXF SCARs is like slightly larger, I think. Yeah, slightly like more spread out than the EVLs or whatever. So I went ahead and I mocked it up. The other holes are like right here, you know what I mean? So it's like a dual pattern basically, but I set it up this way so that I could eventually put them straight. Does that make sense? Like the SCAR logo straight. But currently we're gonna rock them at this angle because my speaker wire coming off of the amplifier coming in is just a tad bit short, because normally like it'll go to a speaker wire terminal, you know, like on the outside of the box. But as it would appear, this one it just has little holes in the back drilled. So I went ahead and plugged off this side. I have the speaker wire coming in. It's going to feed this sub and then come across and feed that one as well with that speaker wire. So hopefully that works out. I got this little vacuum here though. I'm going to go ahead and clean up all the wood stuff because like I said, I went ahead and pre-drilled it. And then we're going to just use, you know, some exterior grip right screws right there to go ahead and screw it in. But yeah, so basically if you guys didn't know, it is a couple of dual 4 ohm 12-inch EVL SCARs, and then I have a Sundown SFB 5000D subwoofer amplifier. I also have another, I want to say it's like a Pioneer or something, but it runs a couple of 6x9s in there, little component amplifier. But electrically, all I got is a Brand X 370 amp alternator, you know, with like a big 3, big 4, whatever wiring, and the stock battery for now. But I eventually will be upgrading and be wiring in these couple of Odyssey AGMs, big old AGMs, you know what I mean? So let me get this done and then we'll bring you guys back for some more testing. So here you could see what I'm talking about when I say the bolt pattern is slightly different. So as you could see, coming off of the box, it barely has like the tiniest bit, you know, and the other one has a little bit more space. But whoever did them initially didn't really do them straight, if that makes any type of sense. So like you could tell where mine is, and I measured, you know, like from here to here and from here to here to make sure it's perfectly centered, because your boy got OCD and stuff. So as you can tell, their holes was not even, you know, like perfect opposite. So their subs were probably sitting crooked and they didn't care, but I do. So I'm gonna finish cleaning it up. Here's, you could see what I was talking about. My incoming speaker wire is right here coming off the little hole, and then the cables are gonna connect and go across. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let me get this side cleaned up and then we'll get them screwed in, baby. Okay, so upon further inspection, I did find some slack on the speaker wire up underneath the carpet there. So I mounted them straight like you should. Now is the first test, baby. Let's go inside. All right, we're inside now. Same volume, same section of the song. We're gonna go like 20 hertz up to like 50 or 60 or so. Let me show you guys the difference. So there you have it. It does still play basically the same range of tones, you know. Really bangs the lows, kind of sort of gets up high, but not too much. We'll get an outside video now for you. Alright, same deal, here we go. Okay, there we go. So I do believe, I know this frequency sweep that I did wasn't exactly the best test, So I got another demo coming up for you guys. But basically, you know, I've kind of been banging it a little while now, and it's actually broken my door panel. The armrest there has came loose, and I mean, it'll like float the door panel. So it does put in work. Let me set you guys up for the next demo. Alright, so as you could see, definitely is moving some more air. I want to say, since it's tuned ever so slightly lower, you know, it does hit the lows a bit nicer. But overall, I will say a custom enclosure is definitely the way to go. Not only because I wanted it with the subs up and the port back, but just for performance overall. So whenever I had the subs inverted in the original Scar box, I noticed that I wasn't able to play it as loud, if that makes any type of sense. Like, I would play it on my radio. I used to be able to bump it at 55, which is what you just seen right now. But previously, it was like 53, you know, 52 on certain songs before it would bang the clip light. So I don't know if that's necessarily, you know, just because of the back pressure from having it, you know, with the sub mounted in the enclosure, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. But that's going to be my guess. You know, I started loosening the subs up by putting some power to them and whatnot. So after doing that, the power handling was a bit different. I feel like it required, you know, a little bit more power to move it as much. Or the sub was able to move easier, so it was drawing more power. Something like that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think below. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We got more coming. Later.